Hello, welcome to the chapter in digitalization, where we will analyze the changes in technology. In this chapter, we will understand how amazing is really today evolving the technology, allowing things that were impossible in the past, and is happening in a speed absolutely without precedents in the history. We will analyze how technology is really being disruptive in three main areas. First, connectivity. The networks allowing us to have access to information in big amount of data without absolutely no time to wait, what we call latency. We will go more in deep now with this area. Also, we will understand how data is evolving in a way that we are recording amounts of information that were absolutely no thought in the past, and now is absolutely amazing the way in which we are exponentially being able to understand and record everything that we do. And in the future, we will see not only people, but also machines too. And also, we will understand how we can process of this data with the artificial intelligence and deep learning that allows to us to process all this in real time and making decisions and to predict even the future with an accuracy that was not thought in the past. Let's start with connectivity. Here there are many disruptions, but there are two that are the most important ones: fiber and 5G, both in the fixed and mobile networks. Those are allowing us to have coverage in more places with a much faster speed, not having to wait at all, what we call latency, and being more secure than ever. And for a customer point of view, they can allow to tons and tons of data, interactions, services that were not able before, faster, in more places, and more secure. And now we are evolving. It was thought at the very beginning that we were speaking like 20 years ago to be in the browser era. We were able to look for things and to search in the computer. That was amazing. But that was completely changed like 10 years ago when we moved into the sharing area, which means that we as users and consumers were able to contribute to the network. Then the revolution was especially in what is the laptop, the computer, with Facebook, YouTube, Amazon, etc. In the last 10 years, we were in the mobile digital era, where all these amazing capabilities, we were also having all of them into our mobile phones, having all of them into our pocket. Today, we are evolving in what is called the everything era. That means that we can access everything from everywhere, and not only us, but also machines are able to do it from ourselves. From the smartphone point of view, it's amazing, but when the smartphone is able to do whatever they are able to do, and they are almost today being able to do almost everything, the device that was being able to do that absolutely stops being selling, and at the end almost disappear from the market, because the trend here is that everything is being included into the mobile phone, and as mobile phones are able to do so, they are becoming our really amazing artificial intelligence computer. We are having all of us together with us, and we are having these capabilities all integrated, all convergent together into just only one device. And this is gonna evolve even faster in the future, because with 5G, we are going to be able to have a throughput in the network at amazing speeds, not having to wait at all, being able to have the mobile phones into the future with more time. Batteries will be being able to perform for longer periods of time with more coverage and capabilities like cloud and like multimedia, like allowing to us to access to content and capabilities and applications that today we are not able to. Having, of course, to have everything in ultra high definition and absolutely everything very secure. If we now move into the evolution in data, data is evolving at even faster speeds. It's really absolutely astonishing. If we understand, for example, all the amount of data that Walmart is able to record into the data warehouse they have, we are speaking about 4 petabytes. But if we speak now not about what is called structured data, but what is human interaction data, if, for example, we understand that the Facebook post that we have every day, we are having to record in Facebook all the information that Walmart has in all the data warehouse every day. That's the amount of information that Facebook has to record from the interaction from customers. But if we move into, for example, into the future and we analyze what is going to happen with autonomous car, with autonomous car, just only take into account the amount of information that has to be recorded, just only in order to have a secure driving process. Just only because of that, we are speaking about 40,000 petabytes per day. That's the exponential curve that we are going to have, understanding how data is going to be recorded into the future. Some examples of how this is already absolutely the present and how some companies are using big data in order to improve the business they are working. For example, one first case will be, for example, Coca-Cola regarding the loyalty program. As you very well know, Coca-Cola is a mass market company, but nevertheless, they use also big data. For example, in order to launch this loyalty program, as I was speaking, they use big data analytics and they understand all the customer behavior regarding drinking Coca-Cola. And they are able to extract and understand patterns and how they can interact with the customer in order to improve the satisfaction and improve the loyalty of the customers, even with a beverage like Coca-Cola. Another example, for example, regarding risk management will be, for example, UOB. UOB is a bank from Singapore. It's one of the biggest banks there. And they are able to understand the risk of the customer using big data, performing better than other banks in the area, and being big data a big key competitive advantage compared with other banks, reducing the potential losses for assuming unnecessary risks, and having a risk management system really based on big data, being able to do in real-time calculations about how a customer is going to have a default or no in a more accurate way than other banks in the area. Another example, for example, is PepsiCo, the competence of Coca-Cola. But now this example is more about the supply chain. They are using big data in order to be very, very efficient in the supply chain. They are really committed to being able to have always the product in the retailers, but at a level that they don't have unnecessary cost. And they have all the necessary cans, all the necessary bottles in the points of sale, but at the same time, they don't have more than is absolutely needed. And they are applying this customer supply chain analysis, being able to perform like 20% the reduction of the number of products they have in the channel, and at the same time reducing the breaks in the supply chain, being not able to provide the product to the final customer. Another example, for example, will be in order to drive innovation is the case of Amazon, but in this case is the case of Amazon Fresh. As you know, Amazon bought Whole Foods, and they are using this big data in order to predict the products that the customer will like into the future. It is not only about what is happening today, it is about what the customer is going to like in the future. And now, if we analyze the capability to process all this information and to really try to use all this data in real time, we are speaking about artificial intelligence. And this is absolutely key today. We are speaking about things that are really happening today, like augmented reality, voice recognition. In fact, voice recognition is something that you all have in your mobile phone today with either Siri or Google Home or in your houses with Alexa, facial recognition, personal assistance, machine learning. All those terms are terms that you know already and you are very familiar, and were something that in the past was not something that you were thinking that was going to happen so fast, and now is in our lives. Some examples of this is, for example, in your mobile phone or in your house, the case of Siri. Siri, as you know, is already an artificial intelligence assistant. He's able to help you in all the Apple headphone or all the Apple handphones. They are able to really answer to you to anything that you ask to him or to her with any question you have, being able to satisfy the customer or the user with an appropriate answer in the 92% of the cases, which is a success rate which is really amazing. Success rate that is even higher in the case of Alexa. As you know, Alexa is in the houses of a lot of Americans today, and still today in a lot of parts in the world. And there you have in your house, buying a very cheap device, your own smart home hub. And the amount of sales and the growth of the sales of this product is really growing in a methodical way. It's amazing how the use of Alexa is growing since Amazon first introduced it like 7 years ago, and now a lot of houses are really using it. They have in the house, and you are able to ask for whatever you want to buy, just only saying and asking to Alexa, or you are able to automatize your house and to have everything automatized in your house at a very cheap price. Other examples we will, for example, Tesla. Tesla, the cars in Tesla are not only electric, but they also have your own artificial intelligence. They are able to do and to perform many things into the car, and the way it is thought that that Tesla will be the first provider to really being able to provide to the final customer sales driving features and to have an autonomous car. It's absolutely amazing how Tesla is evolving the car, but not only from an electric and machine point of view, but even more from the customer experience and how you can use more and more features into your car from an artificial intelligence point of view. And speaking more about different kinds of startups, Cogito is possibly one of the most important powerful examples of behavior adaptation, and where you can improve the motivational intelligence of your customer with machine learning and behavioral science. And you are able to have with the customer a phone interaction that really applies up to millions of calls, being able to have really better even experience than if you are speaking with a person on the other side of the phone. Or Voxever. Voxever is a company that leans heavily on machine learning and basically is able to deliver micro moments in which the customer will be really being able to have artificial intelligence as the key of the customer journey. Or John Paul. John Paul is a luxury travel concierge company, and it's another example of artificial intelligence, in which, for example, you have a example like using Air France or using Visa or using a mobile phone company or your hotel provider in a way that you are having like a concierge that is always with you and is always to deliver to you the best experience in your travel and in your trip. Or Netflix. Netflix, as you are very well known, has very accurate predictive technology about which content is the one that you want to watch the following one, and is really working in a way that the experience in which we are having different kinds of usage of different series or the different video content that we want to use, as it really analyzes very well what you want to use. It is the customer experience improves really a lot, and they also use it very much, for example, for deciding which chapter is going to be the following one in one series, or which one is the new series they are going to launch. because they are using big data in order to really decide what we are going to do as the following video hit that they are going to launch to the market. Or Pandora. Pandora is a revolutionary tech company that basically is able to analyze your musical DNA. They analyze more than 400 musical characteristics, and basically for each song, they analyze basically based on your criteria, which is the following song that you want to listen and which one you are really want to love, why you are going to like it so much. And in terms of technology, just to finish, just sharing something that you already know. I have shared some kinds of advancement in technology in terms of connectivity, data, and artificial intelligence, but there are so many technologies that are going to disrupt our lives that the trend in which everything is being disrupted is just only starting today. Drones, autonomous car, 3D print, artificial intelligence, synthetic biology, Internet of Things, virtual reality, augmented reality are only one of the technologies that is going to change our future. Which one is going to do it more, or which one is going to be more successful? We don't know. We really do, but we are absolutely sure that the life in people is changing thanks to technology, and it's going to change more and more into the future. And the speed in which it's going to change is going to be a speed up every day. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any inquiry, as always, I leave you here my contact details. Thank you so much. Thank you.